Welcome back to Phasmophobia. Let's do this. So, I think today we're going to try to hammer out the weekly challenge, which I don't even know what it is. So let's go take a look. Nightmare, Insanity. It's going to be a little bit before we do that. Hide and Seek. Didn't we do this? There's a very quiet ghost hiding somewhere. Can you find it? Oh, it's a quiet ghost this time. That's right. The last one was Hide and Go Seek. Or something along those lines, and the ghost was really active and hunted immediately. So this one, the ghost is really quiet, so it's either low activity or friendly, which would be terrible. We just gotta find it in the high school. Let's get in here. Oh, right, I gotta go select Brownstone. I don't know why it doesn't automatically do that. Oh, no, it's been a while since I've been in game development. Anyway. There we go. Alright. And it's nice and foggy outside. That almost looks like the Grim Reaper's right outside the back of my van. What do we got here? No setup time. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. And get a ghost to blow out a firelight. We're starting with full sanity, which at least means we don't die as soon as we go in there. The breaker is to the right under the staircase. What do we got? Well, screw one of our objectives. That kind of sucks. So we can still do firelight, and we could still... Oh, we don't get crucifixes. Screw both of... or two of the three objectives we have. At least we have tier 3 headgear. Can see pretty well with that. The parabolic is actually tier 1, so that's going to be a little bit less useful. Hold on a second. Let me open a door and then come back to the camera. Maybe I could just see orbs right off the bat. Wouldn't that be a dream? There we go. Actually, I'm going to go open it. Actually, I clearly don't have a set plan of what I want to do. So let's grab a bunch of stuff. Then we'll go and open the door, walk inside, toss the stuff in. We'll come back out, grab more stuff, and bring it to the door. That way we can be inside, and we should be able to get ghost orbs to start essentially spawning. There we go. Ghost orbs should be rotating. I'm going to set the cameras to night vision and take a look around. I don't really know why there's outside cameras. That's a bit of a weird one. Maybe to keep an eye on your teammates. That would be kind of cool. Nothing in the downstairs hallway. No orbs in the gymnasium. Which, of course, this method only works if you have a ghost that has ghost orbs. I think this is above the gymnasium. It's kind of a large landing area between the staircases upstairs. I think this is one of the upstairs hallways in front of the staircase. No orbs floating around that I can see. Here's the other side, same thing. I can actually see the staircase there this time. Still no orbs. Pretty much going to turn the power on and go upstairs and head straight for the bathroom there. I feel like 80% of the time the ghost is a bathroom ghost in this map. Figure if the game gives us the cameras, we might as well try to use them. Although I don't know what's going on with the screen on this monitor. Nope. I don't even know where these cameras are at this point. I think this is at the end of the longer hallways that run widthwise with the school. And that's outside. That's outside. That's back to the front. And this should be right in front of the entryway. Alright. No, not much. The ghost is actually fairly active. Without me even being in there. So that's kind of cool. Should make it a little bit easier to find because of that. Speaking of which, we'll grab our EMF. We have the night vision. I think we'll roll with that. Nah. That sucks for you guys to see us. We're going to take a flashlight with us. And thermometer will also be very helpful. That's just straight up EMF 5. Look, if this goes for about 19-20 seconds, there's 20. That's EMF 5. Okay. Banshee's not an option. That kind of sucks. Imagine us walk in the front door and wait around for a little bit. Goryo is on the option list, and I don't like that. Although, oh yeah, no orbs doesn't really do much. Just removes Raiju and Obake. Can't do that yet, unfortunately. I think we'll walk around with the Thermo and the EMF. This ghost decides to start hunting. That's not going to be good for me. Let's go get the power on. We'll check the temperature in the front room real quick. Check this hallway. Try to get these side rooms as we go along. This thing starts hunting, I'm basically dead. Just not good for me. Ooh, opens the other way. I don't really know the difference between the tier 2 and the tier 3 thermo. I was aware, and I haven't tested anything. Actually, the last episode was the one right after the update, at least the one I played. So I don't know if they fixed the wall on Willow or if they fixed the staircase glitch, which did basically the same thing. Oh, the fun. Let's open this door so we know if it decides to start trying to kill us. We'll check this hallway. Maybe try to remember to turn off this light later on. I should have this one straight upstairs towards the bathroom. I feel like every time it's the bathrooms on this. And if it's not, then it's some obscure room. Are these bathrooms? They are. But it's not an upstairs bathroom, so the ghost isn't here. Should also try to keep an eye out for the bone. I really don't know where it spawns on this map. That and the cursed possessions. I mean, obviously if I see a mirror hanging on a wall somewhere, it'll be a bit obvious, but somehow I doubt that's gonna happen. It'd be really funny if they had the monkey paw just on like some kid's or a student's desk or something in a science lab. Like how they dissect the frogs. Not sure if that's dark sense of humor, if that's ironic sense of humor. Maybe both, who knows. Oh yeah, I forgot over here is another area where the ghost could be. Oh yeah, this kind of area, science lab. Got the teacher's desk up here. Students get to stand for the rest of their lives. It's great. Usually cold as balls, too. Gotta stop damn germs. Not sure if this counts as an area, and then this is the other end. Find a light switch. I should try it and verify that we're not going to be hunted right yet. Well, light switches are weird in this game. Let's try to run around and speed up this process a little bit. If we die, we die. I can just start this over. Weird locker room. Nothing. This is going to be like the most out of shape ghost hunters in the world. They're just pacing themselves. It's not like the ghost is going to kill you or anything. Another science room. Another storage closet that I'm not even going to bother to check. Can we just like get a Deogen that hunts like almost immediately? That would be great. It's 20 degrees in there. What ghost makes it warm? I feel like that one should definitely be a demon. Never mind freezing temps, just burning hot. Play hot and cold, where your goal is to get cold. Well, this was not a happy classroom. 21, I think that's the warmest I've seen it. I should have just ran straight upstairs to the bathrooms. I don't know why I didn't. I wanted to believe in the map. In the map, in the map, in the map. You trying to kill me yet? No, it's not. Damn. Why won't you let me die? Shout out to anybody who's ever watched ASDF movies. They're great. 22. Wow, that's getting toasty. Keep hearing something in the background. I hope you guys aren't getting distracted by it too. It's just my laundry. Something's rattling around in the dryer. $22 again. Back to 20. Imagine all this time it's on the other side of the upstairs, and I could have just turned on power and kept going upstairs and, oh look, a ghost. 22.9, wow. You don't need to set a record here, game. Oh, jeez. I know I say oh jeez a lot. Just because Rick and Morty, or specifically Morty, says it doesn't mean that it's a Morty thing. People have said all G's for a while. I'm not copying Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's copying everybody else. Ah, ah, ah. Keep forgetting these storage rooms even exist. 22.8. Toasty. Not anything over there, is it? No, no hidden rooms. Okay. On to the last quadrant. Finally. Need to verify I got everything. I think, yeah, that's the one right at the top of the stairs. It's not even remotely cold anywhere in this place. It's gonna be a Revenant. I'm gonna find the room finally. It's gonna be a Revenant. It's gonna be like 0 sanity and it's gonna kill me in a second. $22.8 again. I don't think there's any rooms that I can't get to without going all the rest of the way around. I wish I knew where the curse positions spawned on this map. So far I wasn't too far off though. I could have 22.9 again. I could have come straight up here and then just started checking. The only room to have a door open. And to touch it immediately. 3 degrees. And what is it out here? 19. Oh, finally. Don't you fucking move. Had it with these goddamn ghosts. We're doing, yeah, there we go. Now I can see. I know they have the eye adaptation crap in here now. This is good information though for when I do this the next 2 times. I can just find the room that has the door open. As long as the ghost thinks to open a door. Toss that there. We don't really need the video cam. Finally. That took way too long. All we have is EMF 5 unverified too. There's not a lot to show for it. Touched the door a few times, so we want to have that notebook would be nice for long-term evidence, and spirit box because I want to talk to something aside from myself. Just gonna turn that light on. We'll turn we'll leave that one on. Get all the lights on that we need right now. If I'm really good, I'll be able to get down here to this quote-unquote hiding space probably find out the hard way that it's not glitched anymore. Alright. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Oh, that was easy. Touched this door recently. Like throwing stuff around. I don't really feel like finding it though. That was everything in my hand. Let's see how well this eye adaptation works. It's kind of pitch black in some areas when other lights are still on. Go out there, grab one more evidence item, then I'll grab the dots and the video cam that are already right here in the entryway. I think I'm going to make this one a long form video. Just because, well, one, I don't really enjoy editing. Two, I want to see if you guys like it. I haven't really gotten any clear feedback on that. So, one way to figure it out. Let's see, I've already got the other evidence items. What was the thing? Firelight and crucifix and incense. We don't have incense or crucifix. And we need to take 2 inventory slots just to get a firelight up there. So we're going to take salt, because it could be a wraith. And I'd like to figure that out. Finally, we found the ghost. At least it doesn't hate me so much that it wants me dead. Imagine all this time we get up there and find out that it is Ghost Orb. That would suck that the ghost just didn't spawn in a hallway like ghosts usually like to. Hell, yesterday was a hallway ghost. Let's see my stamina in case this thing tries to kill me. They said that the ghost is quiet, but this one's throwing around a lot of stuff. Is that an orb? No, it was the side of the table. Too many random light glitches even still. Definitely still in here. But there is a ghost orb after all this time. I don't know. Oh. Okay, well that works. Actually, we'll just place this right there. There we go. Actually, we'll just place this right there. There we go. Now, if you could touch this door, that'd be great. Ultraviolet. So far, it's likely EMF and ultraviolet. You apparently don't get EMF off of footprints. Don't really need this anymore. Check our temperature. Well, I don't think this is going to be a freezing ghost. I'm assuming we're going to get all 3 evidence for this one. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Wait a second. We have ghost orbs too. It's probably an obake. What am I still doing in here? There's not really much else we could do because we don't have smudge sticks. We're gonna book it. I think I'm gonna be committed. I'm gonna say that what I saw on the graph in the van was an EMF 5 curve, without a shadow of a doubt. It lasted for 19 to 20 seconds on the top end of the curve. It was straight EMF 5 and straight back down. In my limited experience, I'll actually look it up in the van how many hours I have in the game. It's not that many, not compared to some people, but I feel like that's definitely an EMF 5 curve. We definitely had ultraviolet. We definitely had ghost orb. You can actually confirm the ghost orb in here. That was almost another EMF 5 curve. I think we gotta get all the way around to 15 and then do one more. Yep, there we go. Well, that's not gonna show us much because we left the light on. We're gonna say obake and we're gonna call it that. think we only get a 1x reward multiplier for challenges, no matter the difficulty, which is great in some cases and terrible in others. So it's not really worth going around taking the photos and trying to get the perfect investigation bonus because it does. Oh, yep, it was an Obake. That was definitely an EMF 5 curve. It's always going to be 1 time, so even if you get the perfect investigation bonus, which would give you $75 more, because it's $225, it's not really that much worth it. And then you get maybe $50 if you get all good photos. Yeah. Let's check the time on this video. I don't want to make it terribly long. Oh, that was only 20 minutes. I say only. Although now I can actually get through there a lot quicker. So, we'll actually finish this challenge up. Let's get back in. I think we're going to take some basic items such as video cam, thermo. I don't really need thermo, but we're going to take thermo. Video cam, thermo. Oh, what do we got? EMF, ghost event, repel. Light switching means basically nothing. All the ghosts switch lights. Except the mirror. It'll never switch a light on, even if the breaker is broken. Say that 10 times fast. So this, and... Unfortunately, we'll be going by video camera light, so... If you hate that, now's your time to click off for the rest of the video. Sorry about that. So that thermal, I think we will do EMF. Yeah, might as well. There's that. Let's get that on, and get this switched over. At least it's not foggy out anymore. I quite enjoy that. I did not check to see where the breaker was. What are the odds it's always going to be in the same space here? Random graphical glitches. Apparently all the doors always spawn closed during this, which is going to be good for me. Lights are reflecting weird now. Breaker's in the same spot. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to save us all a bit of trouble, and we're going to go straight upstairs. Rather than roaming around the entire place again. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see anything easy aside from a door being open or closed. Well, all the doors are closed, so aside from seeing the door be cocked open. Any luck if it's downstairs, we'll hear it with some degree of ease. Yeah, that light is reflecting weird on the stuff on the wall, the graffiti. Yeah, it's wonky. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I probably should have checked the halls for orbs in the van. Don't worry, I'm not about to break out a musical number. I don't have that good of a voice. Might have a good voice. I have no idea how to use it. That's the more accurate way to say it. Somebody did mention that they thought my voice was pretty deep. I hate to burst your bubble, kind of, but I have some filters on through OBS to record this. It's not really that deep. I don't have the bass like cranked, but it's I think at about 3, maybe a little bit less. That and the sound cancel or noise cancellation helps with it a bit. Orbs. Give me them. Oh, it wasn't this one because there is no door. Alright, well, screw you two. Hopefully it didn't close the door. Actually, I guess if it did, I could try to check that. I did not pick up a head cam. Or not head cam, the doohickey. Well, I'm gonna go upstairs and check. Because I think it was as soon as I walked down. This was one of those. No, I don't think it was. I don't really hear door touches from very far. I hear nothing. I see nothing. Damn. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to... we'll probably go back downstairs. We'll drop most of the stuff at the base of the staircase. And we'll come back with more equipment. At least know it's on this side around this hall. That's something. Not sure what more we're going to be able to see. Clearly it hasn't opened a door. It'd be nice if it did. Wouldn't be against it. Oh, it's this room. Lucky guess. Double lucky because there is a door right next to us. 0 degrees. There we go. There's a -1. I was going to say 0 degrees is not below freezing. It is freezing. Technically, if you're really unlucky, negative temperature is not even below, not required to make things freeze. You need something to form or to act as a catalyst, which is a fancy way of saying something's got to trigger it. Which could be a kinetic shock, like when you see people pick up a a cold bottle of water and they try to open it or they shake it too hard and it just turns into a slushy. Really cool to see. Basically, that you are the catalyst at that point, though. We're gonna pick up one of these this time so we can actually see something, although not very much detail. No, it's nice enough outside. I think we're gonna do that. Let me check my settings real quick. Video or game? I'm not sure. Let's go with video. Scroll all the way down, I believe. Eye adaptation. Let's turn that on. I don't know if you guys saw that, but this has got like way brighter because basically I'm in the dark and all that. And if I put these on real quick, and then I take them off. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay. We're going to see how it works coming in and out of here. Also pretty much dead if this ghost decides that it hates me, so we're going to... Screw you. Go ahead and touch that book. You turned off the breaker. That is good news for me, kind of. Gonna get the zoomies out of there, because you got very active when I got in there. And I had a video, I think it was actually last week, on Edgefield or Ridgeview. I don't quite remember. With a very active Oni. What do we have? Freezing. And we have a ghost orb. No, we have freezing. There we go. That is not a good series of ghosts. Those all suck. What do we need? Alright, it might also just be a mimic. That's something we need to keep an eye out for. So let's get this set over to my camera. There's that. Yep, we still have that ghost orb. We don't have anything showing up on dots immediately. Which if we did get dots, that would be a Ure. Not a definitive Ure. We would still have to check some stuff, but it would be a Ure nonetheless. It's at least a standing ghost. Pretty much got our objectives right away. Alright, what do we need? Spirit box. Photo cam is not going to matter. Neither is salt. We don't have Wraith on the agenda. But this salt stops to ghosts, so we're actually going to take these and we're going to set them up on the way out of the door. That way, if we have to run from the ghost, it'll get stopped at each individual line of salt. With 6 of those, it should delay it long enough for me to escape. We want to keep that breaker off in case it is a Hantu, so we can see the freezing breath. It does unfortunately mean we'll need to have our headgear on, so I'm sorry. I hate the way that it looks. I know you guys are going to hate it too. At least I can only imagine so. There we go. Let's see. It's not written in the book or anything. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Okay. So none of that. Still needed to do some stuff. Does another ghost event if a Hantu with the breaker off. Large series of things you need to do in order to tell, but we should be able to see freezing breath coming out of the ghost model, which is pretty cool. Just did both of those. There's an Oni ball. No ultraviolet. That actually removes Hantu. So that's not good for my tests. Still have dots going to test for Yurei. Speaking of, it's dots. That's a Yurei. And that's not an evidence of mimic. So we're good to go. Sneaky little thing you could do what I did there with the salt. This, I mean, because like in this case, you don't get an instance. So you might as well try to do something. You just space those. You gotta space those out. If you do my usual trick for photos where you put them all like a stack of 3, a stack of 6, or a stack of 9, it steps in all of them at once and it only gets stuck for the same amount of time as if it stepped in one pile. It kind of really sucks if you do that. So I'm going to definitely call that a Yurei. It's kind of strange to me that a Yurei, for as much door touching as it does, doesn't have ultraviolet as an evidence. Survey says... Definitely should have been. Yeah, let's go. I was going to say, definitely should not have been a mimic. So we're getting a lot better at this, clearly, because... Let me take a look at this now. Yeah, 32, so that was 12 minutes that time instead of the 20 it took the first time. Just run around looking for open doors. It's the best thing you could try to do. Unfortunately, this video is probably going to go out either Saturday or... I'm going to try to get this one out Friday, but it might go out Saturday, so it'll be pretty late for you guys if you're playing throughout the week. Motion sensor, crucifix, parabolic. Not the most ideal, but we'll make it work. So hopefully you guys have time to enjoy this, and maybe I can give you some tips and tricks throughout this video for you to do this challenge on your own, especially during the weekend with your friends. What do I want to take in? I guess we'll take in video cam again because it makes it really easy to see the doors. Thermo, because that Yurei was really good with that. And we'll take in the EMF. Alrighty, let's get in here. We're gonna head straight for the breaker first. Hopefully we can hear something. We got pretty lucky. The first 2 ghosts were orbs ghosts. We were able to locate them and be definitive about the ghost room ASAP. I'm gonna walk in here and breathe a little bit. It's another quick way to identify the ghost room is if you start getting cold breath almost as soon as you walk in. I think even if you were in the room for a second and then popped out, you might get cold breath. That's why it's best to go back into the room you just came out of and verify which room it was. Breaker's always in the same spot. Oh, they moved it on me this time. That sucks a little bit. Doesn't seem to be that room. Come on, Ghosty, make some noise. Have a little fun. I'm kind of surprised that the ghosts on both these have not tried to hunt yet. I don't think they turned on friendly ghosts, which I think friendly ghost basically means it'll never hunt, even if you try to use a cursed possession. So somehow I doubt they turned on friendly ghost, but it's possible. Imagine you get a demon that tries to do a very early hunt, and it just gets blocked by that. I guess with eye adaptation on, I could probably just be running around here with the thermo to give me a much more accurate representation of these rooms. But this will be fine for now. I thought that was a ghost orb in the other room. Nothing. I haven't heard anything upstairs either. Might as well run up there and try to see if I can see anything. I think that's also underneath both the staircases and upstairs on each side. There is something that is like a utility room, and that's where the breaker can spawn. Oh, nothing there. My guy is so out of shape. I mean, I get it, but come on, man. Gotta work with me a little bit here. You don't get into a very... I mean, not a bad idea if you want to try to get into shape, and your general lifestyle either doesn't allow for it or doesn't have much flexibility for you to fit it in. It's not a bad idea to get a generally active job in order to try to use that as your weight loss. It does make it kind of a bit more difficult though, because if you ever try to take vacation, that's basically just your exercise gone. And also sometimes, especially starting out, it's really difficult. Oh, we gotta check here for breaker. No breaker. I heard a light switch somewhere. It's up here. Where? Now I just gotta look for where the light switch is turned on. Pretty much guarantees to me it's not a mirror. I don't think it's a banshee. Switch is turned off. I went through all of these places. Switch is off. There's definitely a light switch noise that I heard. This one. Light switch turned on in here. Oh wait, it is in here. I got the freezing breath and everything. There we go. Alright, let's check through here and see if we can't spot any orbs in toilets. It's probably like the worst place to die. Not just in a bathroom, but a high school bathroom. At least I think it's a high school. It's a school anyway. 3 degrees, that's not helpful. We'll leave that there for now. We got this light on. The breaker's not on this side of the map, which is unfortunate. You know right off the bat that... Oh, jeez. Just turned off the switch. We do know right off the bat that it is not a gen, or brain's not working, that it's not a mare, because it turned a switch on. Even though the power's not on, and even if the breaker's broken, it'll never turn a proper light source on. Now, if you had those like little lamps, like either in like Tanglewood, right inside, you have that lamp on the table. I didn't open that door. Oh, because there is no door. In Tanglewood, you have that lamp right there on the entryway. Damn, it's not down here either. That's not a light source. I don't even think that prevents your sanity from being drained. I'm gonna put this on. The light adjustment has not been working. Brain's gotta process words. And it does not prevent a mare from hunting, nor does it act as a light to... Because for a mare, a light, proper light, acts as a crucifix. They need to turn off the light before they can hunt. Like, you'll actually hear the switch click, and then it'll try to do a hunt or an activity or use the crucifix. Rather than normally the lights just kind of all flicker off around the area. You don't hear a cascade of 20 light switches flicking off at once. You just... It all happens, kind of a deal. Hope that made sense. kind of got lost halfway in my wording there. I'm sure it showed. Oh, we finally found the room. That's what's important. And it took a while, but like I called it from the beginning, it was upstairs in the bathroom. Because why wouldn't it be? Ah, that's some good visuals right there. Oh, look at that night sky. Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty. It's been decently active. Not enough for me to call that EMF 5. We'll grab our trio there. Pretty much we just know that it is not a mirror, so I'm going to set that on something else real quick. I don't really know where all these are. I think that's still downstairs. Still downstairs. This is upstairs right next to it. That's the inner place. So is that. That's the other side. I think it's that one. There's a staircase there? No. So this might be the end of the hall on the other side. And if this is the inverse of that, then that's that. There we go. Ooh. Still not EMF 5. Close, but no cigar. So now we have the breaker on. It's a pain in the butt to get to, especially from where our ghost room is. But so long as it is... Oh, I mean, if it's a djinn, that would be great, because it would just never turn off the breaker. Now we're going to get that lucky, though. Also make it harder to tell, because basically the way you tell if something isn't a djinn is if it does turn off the breaker. Kind of hate the anti-evidences in this game. Well, we're going to make them work for our advantage. We're going to get up here and turn on this light so we can at least see a little bit better. Turned on some water. Doesn't really mean anything, but it did it. Ah, we could do this. We could see normally. Reached around and turned that light on too. Get that down there a little bit. Get this over here. Get this on. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? Okay, probably not spirit box. Hasn't written in the book yet. Let's check our thermals. 1.7. Not great. We'll go ahead and shut this off so we don't lose our sanity. But not in game. Let's go grab more evidence items. Yay. Oh, we gotta go to turn this light on. This. Oh, that's a dumb spot to put a light switch for that light. I guess we don't get lights on right here. No, for this one, you gotta go all the way down there. We're just gonna turn that on. We'll be going in and out this door so we can spend less time in the building. Look at that sky. That is visually appealing, especially if you ever get it on a clear sky. It's pretty nice. Although sometimes if you get certain clear weather, it's not sunny, but it's either dusk or dawn, and you don't get to see the moon and the stars like that. It's unfortunate. Is that EMF 5? I do not believe so. Doesn't look like twin interactions yet, but that is a lot of different activity spikes. We don't have any evidence items yet either, but we do have a camera in there, do we not? Yes, we do. Still no orbs. It's not giving me any immediate dots. I'm not going to sit here forever looking. I could try to aim it so it gets underneath the toilet stall doors better. That way we could see if it's anything in the back of the room roaming around, because it's kind of a small room, honestly. What do we need? We could take a normal flashlight, we could take our UV, and we could definitely use a salt in there. I mean, now with a normal flashlight, we don't have to have the stupid night vision on. Do you have some nice and fun and somewhat exciting news for the project car? It'll be fun to put out on Sunday, so stay tuned. Let's see. We could dual wield. Has it touched a light recently? It's actually turned on 2 lights, which is really bizarre. Now, this is one where I could say there's a case for active light switching. Oh yeah, this is my escape. Turned off this light. We do have ultraviolet. Okay. Just tried to do something. I'm gonna do that thing I talked about with this and get it down here. That way we get it under the door stalls. You dick. That's EMF 5. Gen Goryo Obake. That's a Goryo. That is Goryo dots. You could see it on the camera, but you could not see it in person. That is the best case. The best way to describe Goryo dots to anybody ever. If you could see it on camera, but you can't see it in person, it's a Goryo. Which is kind of terrible, because if you have a really active Goryo, or you get the one that I normally get where it loves to hide its dots, then you're going to be in the van a lot, especially if it's trying to kill you constantly. Like, imagine it just burns through all 4 uses of your crucifix, maybe even all your smudge sticks, and you're still just waiting around trying to get dots or something as evidence. That is pretty nice to know that, though, for nightmare runs, because if you walk in and first thing you do is set up dots, and the second thing you do is you pull up the video cam, and you see dots in the cam but not in person, it's a Goryo, you're done, you're set. Oh, wow, look at that. That is crazy. Anyway, you're done, you're set, you know it's a Goryo, you're good to go. This is beautiful. We could have got more of those objectives. They don't really matter too much for this. I think they matter for one of my challenges. I don't think my daily one, though. Probably the weekly. But, yep. That's that. We got our 5 grand challenge mode is complete. That took a little bit of time, but it was definitely worth it. Kind of. I probably could have just set this to like a 12.97 times multiplier and just kind of spent the past, where am I at so far in this video? 47 minutes and 45 seconds just running around. What is it? Camp Woodwind is the one I normally go to. You can just walk right inside the gate. There's actually a little hole. Maybe I'll show you guys how to do that next week. It's not the easiest thing, and you got to know a little bit about ghosts, but there's no better way to learn about the ghosts than to have maybe like a wiki or a forum pulled up, and you're just running in there trying to learn. So that being said, thanks you guys for coming along for the ride today. If you could leave a like or subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Anything you could do for the channel helps me put more back into the channel for you. All that being said, I will see you next time. Have a good one.